Hello again, everyone. Melth here, with more of my Age of Mythology Retold Deathless run. As the chapter title indicates, I hope this works. This mission is pretty tricky to do Deathless. It's sort of a two-parter, each of which is a puzzle to find a way to do that with. But it's a lot more fun than the previous two missions were. Those were just kind of a nightmare of battle after battle, keeping your units alive with the interface really working against you. These ones are just more of a find a solution to the puzzle, which I enjoy a fair amount. Unfortunately, I really don't enjoy, in this scene, the voice actor for Agamemnon. He was fine before, but I feel like he really loses all the emotion of his lines here, and it changes the tone of the scene and makes it just not work the way it used to.
Curse Troy and those who dwell within her walls. They torched our food stores and tents, even most of the ships. We'll be lucky to even escape here now.
Escape? We just broke down one of the gates! We should be pressing our attack, not talking of escape!
The Trojans aren't going to wait for that. Surely they will
For some reason, they do basically just wait for that. It's only small scouting forces at us.
Poseidon is the lord of horses.
And when the scouts don't return, that makes him less suspicious rather than more.
Renders his horse when beaten.
A horse? Yes, a great wooden horse.
I don't understand. Will it fight?
I mean, they facepalm, but Ajax's plan makes a heck of a lot more sense than theirs in this universe. Horsezilla would be the best way to break down the
I
gate.
don't have to rebuild any of the siege. Arkantos, I will need your help.
Alright. Tricky beginning here, lots of things to do all at once. The most important, I think, is get villagers to work. One on food, the rest on lumber. Then we're going to want to get out 2 fishing ships over thereabouts. Then there's 2 important relics to grab down this way. You can be group 3. Let's get a Minotaur to tank in this direction. We need a lot of units to just tank from 2 front attacks by Trojan scouts. Everyone else is grouped up. These Prodromoses are counter-cavalry units. They've gotten some hefty buffs since the original version of the game, but they still suck. Why is it not trained? There we go, okay. The problem they have is that they can't actually outspeed cavalry reliably, which, like, that means you don't counter them at all. They're bad at everything else. They have a multiplier to damage against cavalry, but if you can't catch them, you can't kill them. Because the enemy is playing as Poseidon here, and we are playing as not Poseidon in particular, they are way faster than us. Our Prodromi cannot really catch them unless we get behind them first. They make a run for the gates as soon as a lot of them are dead, so we plan to block them so that we can kill them as they run, and they won't even get a chance. Yeah, there we go. We killed them before they had a chance to run.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy.
Alright, get these 2 relics. These are the important ones. There's other relics on the map, but they're not actually good. This one will speed up our cavalry, and also it'll speed up our wood gathering, which, of course, are 2 things that we really care about in this mission. Which reminds me, let me get out 2 houses and get you back to work. Alright. Do I have 4 fishing ships or only... I've only got 3. I should get a 4th one over there. Okay. That should be fine. The slight delay there shouldn't actually matter. I'm also only 80% sure you even want to get the fishing ships here to speed things up, because they do, of course, slow down your progression on the Trojan horse itself. Alright, let's get most of our heroes over here to tank for the Minotaur. And then we'll have our Hydra over here with Ajax tanking for it, then we have our counter-cavalry somewhere in the middle. We do have vision pockets like there, and there'll be one that pops up there later on in the mission for some reason, that let us see if the wave is coming from that direction sometimes. The enemy will often run right over it. But I'm not always looking in that direction because I'm trying to micro my villagers to be efficient and think. Okay, here we come. Coming from that side, that gives us coordinate to get our Hydras over in that direction. Hydra's the slowest but most powerful unit, so getting it in place is crucial. Here they come. We probably do want to get them pulled further into our town so we have longer time to catch up to them as they start to run, which they will. Alright, Minotaur, get over there. And Prodromos run around to the back of them. Kill these ones that got scattered, maybe.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked.
You can see that even with that relic, even with our supposedly counter-cavalry units, we really struggle to catch them. Because I had that head start there where I got behind them to begin with, it was easier, but it's rough.
There will be more.
It wasn't that rough in the original version, because in the original version... Why isn't... Okay, I'm just in that group. Okay. In the original version, Poseidon didn't really give a substantial boost to horses. Now he does, though. Alright, we've got our lumber supply. We can now build the Trojan horse. I could have actually done that more efficiently if I had noticed during battle that I was getting to that threshold, but... Oh well, this is fine. Slow me down only slightly. Keep cranking out more villagers. Might not have needed both houses. I think it'll end up mattering a little tiny bit, but maybe could have passed on it. Alright. Oh no, I wanted to keep you over there. I just ran you back temporarily. There is a vision pocket that sometimes unlocks over here. I want to find out whether if I walk this direction, there we go. Oh, there's a cavalry wave. Okay. Alright, pull them back in deeper. That's where we want them. If we don't kill them, but just soften them up, that'll also hopefully... Yeah, there they go. Okay. Let's try to block them. And then we might need to bolt one of them down. Yeah, we're going to bolt maybe that one while just killing this one with cavalry attacks the normal way. There we go.
This scout will not bring.
Yeah, that one was pretty tricky. I messed up because I had Ajax in the area trying to find this little vision pocket. But it's okay. Alright, everyone went in there except for Ajax will be coming... No, actually, Arcanus is healthier to tank. We just want someone sponging some hits so the Hydra doesn't do it alone, basically. That's all that really matters. I like the progress bar we now have telling us how fast it'll be for the horse to finish. That's a nice little improvement over the original version. Probably need to deal with one more, maybe two more cavalry waves. But now we have both vision pockets. There's that one there and that one there. So hopefully, if you don't mind me just staring off at that corner of the screen, I'll see them coming. Does that fail to get chthonic rights? Okay, good thing I thought of it now. That unlocks regeneration for the Hydras, of course. I don't think, by the way, it's worth getting the bow saw upgrade here. By the time you have enough villagers for it to... here it comes the wave. By the time you have enough villagers for it to matter, usually things are basically over. Here they come. Hydra, get over there faster. Poseidon would definitely be a better guy for us to have this mission, rather than Zeus is pretty useless here. Oop, they're attacking my vulnerable counter cavalry, who are just not good at their job again. Oop, set them deeper in there, but they're not attacking the villagers, so that's okay.
Do not let the scouts return.
Yeah, run to intercept them. Alright, the Minotaur headbutting them back in worked well for us, so that's good. Okay, you guys run back over there. Prodromos is again in the middle. You guys are doing fine. That was probably the last wave. 1 second, and there we go. Well, everyone fell asleep immediately. I guess they were working hard.
Move the horse into position, quickly!
And luckily, I guess they stopped scouting. Don't see us putting our ships out to sea and then stopping right off the horizon. In the original post-Iliad works, there's more of an explanation for why the Trojans brought the horse in. Like the gods basically killed the people who were suspicious of it. Agamemnon will screw up this upcoming line too.
I am glad you schemed for me, Odysseus. I will return at nightfall.
Previously, the emphasis was on, I'm glad you schemed for me. Yeah, as opposed to against me or things like that. It was one of my favorite lines of the campaign, really. As a schemer, I always wish to hear people say that about me. But, in any case, everyone else is doing their voice acting fine in this chapter. Only Agamemnon seems to be, I feel like, messing up the tones and the emotion of the first few lines. That's probably true. We could take out the Cyclops, no problem, but the human soldiers would chew up our heroes a fair amount, which would be okay because we regenerate, but it'd be tedious. So, don't aggro them. There we go. We have a plenty vault here, but as far as I can tell, it's worthless because we can't build anything that I'm aware of. You can, by the way, skip the whole Trojan horse thing, and if you want to just like brute force this mission and take out Troy without the horse. But it's extremely time consuming and not really like difficult and video worthy, just kind of, you build up a massive army, tons of archers or whatever, and deal with their huge numbers of towers and things like that. And then once you break down the gate, then the mission usually ends or odd things happen. Oh, interesting. Usually you don't fight that group until later. That's fine though. Oh, he messed up there. I was trying to have him micro to use his shield bash attack on a full HP hoplite rather than like a half HP one. Don't want to waste damage, but oh well. Okay. Weird for those guys to attack me right there. They usually don't.
Use of those.
Yeah, the Heleple will be important. I think they're the only reinforcements we can get inside the city here. There we go. So, Now things get pretty easy if you want to just brute force it. Just attack the gate, and then you get a huge army, and then you can just drop meteors on their armies and auto-win, basically. But you'll take damage that way, and you'll probably take casualties that way. I want to avoid that, so I am going to... Oop. Let's make sure those guys don't kill anything. Anyway, I'm going to try to do things differently so I take no casualties. So my goal will be to do all the mission objectives, but do them out of the usual expected approach. Let's take out these towers first so they can't threaten our guys. And then, what are you doing over there? Silly Helepala. Take out these towers and we won't attack the gate immediately. See, once we deal with the gate, the objective next will be to deal with these 3 fortresses inside Troy. We get 2 meteors. This makes it easier to destroy 2 of the fortresses. If you just drop a meteor on them, they'll almost certainly die, with some meteor luck being involved. But you don't have a meteor for the 3rd one. So my plan is, let's have our heroes shake the thing up so it doesn't hit at all. My plan is to have one fortress soften up to the point where it's nearly dead, and then we go for it after that, once we've broken down the gates. And then I can drop meteors on the other 2, basically. That way I can do all the mission objectives in order, which is not important, except that that's just kind of a part of my usual challenge, so I'll try to do it that way just for honor's sake, basically. Alright, let's see if Odysseus can... No, stand ground, guys. Start shooting. Let's see if we can shoot like a special arrow or do anything. Maybe not. Okay. Well, some of them come around that direction, we can have our heroes intercept them and deal with them. But basically the idea is to have Odysseus aggro out people a few at a time, run them into this gauntlet, and then take them out to thin out the garrison around their fortress.
Carlos.
He'll miss a lot of shots going over the wall. But that's fine. He just needs to do enough to aggro them. When crowds of them come over here, we can have our Helepali deal with them too, but we don't have the Helepali get attacked by any human soldiers. That would be risky.
Ne. Ispoli.
Etimo. Prosan esto. Volume. Malista.
Peltas are a bit of a threat to Odysseus because they're not good, but neither is he. Let's see if we can kite them around in circles. There we go. They stopped going for the Helepali. Which is good, because the heroes regenerate, Helepali do not, obviously. So... yeah, we're going to take some damage here, but it'll be okay. So Odysseus run, because he's the one who needs to sponge a lot of hits, so no need to have him take unnecessary damage. There we go. Decently well done there, I would say. Alright, there are more guys to aggro, so we'll start shooting. And we'll miss that shot, I guess, but there we go. Alright, what will it take to deal with that Peltas? Can I shoot it here? Now, I want to fight just one, ideally. If I can get one of them to run closer, I can maybe shoot just that one, but they do outrange Odysseus, so... yeah, that's not happening. Is he going to even win that fight? I'm not sure. Maybe if the super shot actually worked consistently, but it's not going to here. Alright, let's see if we can pull more of them over... oh, that's a lot of Minotaurs there. Usually they come out piecemeal. There we go. This is going to be okay. Peltas are no good against Helepali, so that's going to be okay. Oop. Can't have that Minotaur hit any of the Helepali though. That would be unacceptable. Don't want to aggro any more guys. We've got plenty. Okay, yeah, we've got more guys than I wanted to here. That's okay. Focus on the hoplites. Peltas do terrible damage except to archers. They're a counter archer, and most counter units in this game are pretty bad, as I've mentioned. Yeah, we pulled in more than we wanted. If Arcanus drops, it doesn't matter because it doesn't really die. He'll just be temporarily knocked out and then he'll be back. But I might as well avoid that to be a little bit faster and more efficient. Oop, I thought I... oh man, I'm really struggling to control the heroes this time. I'm gonna have the Helipad take a bit of hits, then I'm gonna just fix it with Restoration. I do have one of those I might as well use. Odysseus, can you alone take the thing out? No? Okay. What about from here? Can you do it then? Minotaur coming, that's no threat to our heroes, that's fine. Okay, let's throw out that Restoration now. Then we'll see what we can aggro out from here next. Just one guy, that's not so great. He giving us free hits, okay. Might as well get use out of the Ajax special ability whenever it's available, you know? Pulling in Peltas is also helpful to us. Their massive range is a problem. Okay, yeah, let's fight them over there. Got our multi-shot into him at least. Something. Yeah, I was inefficient there, but that's alright. Shield bash. There we go. How many guys are left? We really have thinned them out pretty well. Don't want to fight near their fortress. That could do real damage to us. Hypaspis are another counter unit and therefore suck.
Carlos.
Okay, who is left? Some hoplites and that Nemean lion. Ah, there's more than I thought. Okay. Let's pull back. Hopefully some of them will lose interest. We'll see. Now, we've still got a lot of them on our tail here. Okay. Okay, one Hypaspis not a threat even to Helipoli. Helipoli can do a good job of taking out this Peltas. If we aggro them, then the heroes won't be chewed up and won't be down, which will probably make me do more damage faster overall. If I think my Helipoli aim for the center of the crowd, their missed shots might hit guys next to them. Might. So, Helipoli are bad against human targets, basically. They miss a lot of shots, but if you do this, you'll be more likely to hit something, I think. Okay. Still some guys in there, but we are almost done. Oh, in fact, we're closer than I thought we were. Alright. Down those guys, then get out of there. Alright, now we want to avoid killing that thing prematurely, which again we could totally do, but just for my challenge, I want to avoid doing so. 380. I don't know if I have a way to just shoot it once. The heroes might need to do a bit more damage to it than planned. Okay. So your plan now is to attack that thing, then run out the gate. And the heroes will be working on it just before we get to that point where that thing breaks. So attack that thing, then flee out that way. Yep, attack, flee. And try to avoid destroying this thing too early. Okay, that's well done.
Agamemnon is returned.
Okay, so now their army's going to pop out of nowhere, and we're going to drop meteors on that one, and that should allow us to get the win here, without anything dying. Pull you guys back. I know, we're already dropping them. Now we have decent luck, they'll destroy the fortresses. One down, there we go. Alright.
Let's find Helen and get her back home.
They didn't keep running, that's okay. Doesn't matter, heroes being temporarily down is not a death anyway. Alright, well, a fun puzzle chapter dealt with that way. Now for, I guess, massacring all the Trojan civilians. What did they even do to our Cantos? Like, I know why Agamemnon and Menelaus are here, I guess, but like, why would Atlantis get involved in this random colonial brutal war about some woman being convinced to leave her husband? That's not Atlantis' problem.
Where to now, Arcantos?
Back to Atlantis. This was a welcome break from...
They'd like a break to perpetrate some war crimes, do some wholesale slaughter.
Not, you need to get your boats repaired.
You don't think they can make it to Atlantis?
I did always enjoy that scene.
No.
There is a port not far from here, Iolkos.
It's really called Iolkos. I don't really know why they got that wrong in the original version of the game. I was expecting them to fix it for this version where they fixed a lot of the kind of misdone Greek stuff, but they didn't for whatever reason. Not that it matters, just I'm surprised they didn't. And here we meet our real villain, Gargarensis at last.
Treetops, and is taller than the trees.
His voice now is raspy, but I don't really think I like it as much as the original.
Sent to bring.
What a weird walk for Kempsit.
What is it, Kempsit?
Kamos has returned, sir.
I think Kempsit's voice actor was fine.
He says the Atlantean was headed for Troy. The battle there will not last much longer once he joins the Greeks.
The siege at Troy is already over.
Zeus could still interfere.
Do you question me?
Kempsit is 100% right about this, Gargarensis. Your failure to listen to him is a big problem here.
Said it would be. The fortress, the tunnel, Troy.
Giants and the G.
This is another line from Lepanto. They previously said genie, now they correctly did it as genii, I believe.
Obedience broke the sky. Send camels.
The poem has nothing to do with anything.
Yes, General.
It's cool, but it's a strange choice. In any case, it's a cool poem, and it's a distinctive part of Gargarensis' character for whatever reason they chose it. Alright, that was a fun Deathless mission there, in a interesting little two-part format. Looking forward to the next one, too. Thank you for watching, everyone. And a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Master Knight DH, Jackie, and Lino, Travis, Andrew Curzon, Troobsy, Oliver, Shrev OG, BD, Gregory, William Wakefield, Broken Box, Jeffrey Morse, Jack, Marcus the Carcass, Nubiana, Till Fisher, Discord Colossus, Nicholas Schmuck, Kosia Nesterovich, Frederick Brune, Techno Waffle, Nebular, I Loop, Emperor Kong 420, Robin, Micken Balls, Micah Marie, Stefan Van Zyl, Eddie, Kaimu, Mina, Ali Kasamoglu, Skylar Sauce, Nick Myers, Emp Ninjas, Chupaton, Diabetic Cat, Marvin Fang, Max, Sosa 972, Afro Samurai, and Cacper M. Have a great day, everyone.